Some parts of my home feel a little more chaotic than most. This bottom shelf is the children's. More than often, it quickly becomes a bit of a jumbled mess. I have been looking for some baskets to put down here. Ideally, I've been trying to find some in charity shops or second-hand, but I wanted two that matched, and of course they need to be able to fit in the size of the shelf. I've decided just to buy some new instead. I found these at TK Maxx, and I think they're going to work perfectly. They were $12.99 each. I would have much rather found a £2 bargain somewhere, but I think these will work quite well. I do remember being extremely attached to my toys when I was little, so I don't really want to sort through these things without my kids being involved. You only just got that, you were all fighting it. Even if our logic doesn't always see eye to eye. Yeah, but that was when I was a little girl. It's a collector's item.
Keep it.
It's something I do struggle with. The feeling like I'm trying to control their space in the house, trying to contain it. As if tidying away toys is somehow tidying away their happiness as well. But I find that some level of order, it actually encourages them to play and to create more. We have this plastic tub, I think it was from old Play-Doh tools, so I'm just going to use this to keep all the little bits all in one place. I still want them to tip baskets out, build towers, create their own worlds of wonder and delight. But at the end of the day, it can be all tidied away, a little bit of calm restored before it all begins again. We've given the shelf a good clean and sorted through the toys together. So now we're just going to put everything back in its new place. I do like how these baskets aren't too tall. The kids can easily see into them and they can pull things out themselves. But of course, I like them because they look nice. It makes things feel so much more calmer visually. And in a busy household, even small pockets of calm, they make all the difference. It's not a bad thing to consider yourself and how you also feel in your home. Of course, I want my family to feel like home is a place for them to love and to play. I want them to feel free to make mistakes and messes. But that doesn't mean I have to forget that I'm a part of this family as well. This is my little haven too. I'm really happy with how this looks now. I think it's going to be a pretty yet practical solution for us. There is no doubt that I am a lover of home. But being away on adventures large or small, it makes my heart sing. Sandy toes and salty air. Endless horizons. Tangles of windswept hair. Every sense seems deeper, richer almost. And then once again, the time away renews my love of the comfort of home. This is my ugly kitchen corner. I have in mind to turn this into a lovely baking station one day, with glass jars filled with flour and sugar. But that's a project for another day. For now, I would like to just clean it and declutter this area. I've never seen these keys before in my life. I don't know whose these are. I picked this up recently. A lady makes them out of resin. I thought it would be lovely in the bathroom as like a little trinket holder. I'm just going to take everything down and give it a good dust. And sort out this random pot of things that I just don't know where to keep these little things. I'm going to sort out the lunchtime orders and then banish the last of the smudges and cobwebs. I was going to just put back the original picture I had up here before, but I thought this little picture of a cottage might look nice. I'm actually going to hang it up properly. I quite like artwork just resting up against a wall, but I think this looks a little more intentional, and I think this corner could do with a little more of that. Does anybody else have to keep doing a constant timings check in their head to make sure you're still on schedule to fit everything in that you need to that day? But I think we have time to give Jude's hair a quick trim. This corner may not be how I want it to be for now, but that's no reason not to show it a little care and attention. I'm just going to use some things I already have to make this shelf look a little bit more loved. I could do with purchasing some plate stands, but for now I'm just going to stack a pile of these blue and white dishes here. and add some of these faux flowers in this little terracotta pot. It's what I have for now, and it might not be perfect. It might not be ideal. But it is cared for. And that in itself is enough.